Insurance is supposed to protect you when things go wrong. In private aviation, it increasingly decides whether you're allowed to fly at all. Right now, a quiet shift is happening behind underwriting desks. Certain aircraft are becoming effectively uninsurable. Not because they crash more often, not because they're illegal, and not because they're inherently unsafe, but because insurers no longer want the exposure. There is no public blacklist. No FAA warning. No press release. Owners usually discover the reality in one of three ways: a short email from the insurer, a policy non-renewal, or a quote so high it might as well be a rejection. Today, we're breaking down 10 specific private aircraft that insurers are quietly avoiding in 2026, why they are flagged, and what owners need to know before buying. These airplanes are not bad. Many fly beautifully. But from an insurance perspective, they're becoming radioactive. 1. Early Cessna 340 and 414 pressurized twins. On paper, these pressurized twins are ideal traveling machines. They have cabins that stay comfortable at altitude, respectable speed, and proven airframes. The problem, from an insurer's perspective, isn't capability. It's predictability. Early Cessna 340s and 414s carry aging fuselages, complex pressurization systems, and maintenance histories that are often incomplete. Pressurization introduces fatigue cycles that don't appear in hour counts alone. Insurers don't want to guess which airplanes are well maintained and which are deferred. In 2026, many underwriters either decline coverage entirely or offer it only under restrictive terms, high deductibles, or partial limits. For new buyers, the message is clear: these twins are a challenge to insure unless you have a documented, careful maintenance history. 2. Piper Aerostar, especially early models. The Aerostar is fast, efficient, and respected by experienced pilots. That's exactly why insurers scrutinize it. High-performance aircraft require discipline. Early Aerostar models, in particular, lack some of the safety enhancements insurers expect today. Loss events historically cluster around pilot error rather than mechanical failure, but insurers see claims data and respond with caution. Even when flown perfectly, these aircraft may come with higher premiums or refusal letters in 2026. Underwriting favors predictability, not potential. 3. Beechcraft Duke B60. The Duke is a complex twin that has always demanded careful attention. Today, it faces a new problem: insurers are increasingly wary of maintenance delays and part shortages. The Duke's systems are intricate. Airframe fatigue isn't dramatic, but repairs can take weeks because parts are limited. For insurers, long repair timelines translate to higher claim costs. Specialty carriers may insure the Duke, but at premiums that often exceed the practical value of ownership. Standard coverage is increasingly rare. 4. Mooney M20K and early turbo Mooneys. Mooneys are efficient, strong, and beloved. Yet early turbocharged models bring challenges that insurers don't ignore: thermal stress, high engine pressures, and tight compartments. Even low-hour aircraft are flagged if engines are near calendar limits or if historical maintenance records are incomplete. Insurers aren't questioning pilot skill, they're questioning risk exposure. In 2026, coverage for turbo Mooneys is increasingly conditional. A perfect Mooney on paper may still be uninsurable without recent inspections and engine overhauls. 5. Lancair 4P and similar high-performance experimentals. High-performance experimentals are remarkable engineering achievements. They are also insurance nightmares. The Lancair 4P combines pressurization, high cruise speeds, and non-standard construction. Build quality varies. Maintenance histories are often inconsistent. Underwriters don't have the capacity to evaluate every individual airframe. In 2026, many insurers simply decline these aircraft unless the pilot is highly experienced and all documentation is exhaustive. A clean sheet and a logbook alone often aren't enough. 6. Mitsubishi MU-2, despite its safety record. The MU-2 is a textbook example of perception lag. Mandatory training programs dramatically reduced its accident rate, but insurers remember the old data. Some carriers still insure the MU-2, many don't. Others apply premiums and deductibles high enough to discourage ownership. The airplane is capable and well respected among trained pilots, but statistical memory makes it a liability in 2026. 7. Early composite aircraft, Cirrus SR-20/SR-22 pre-G5. Modern composite airframes are well understood. Early composite models, however, raise concerns about long-term structural integrity, moisture ingress, and UV degradation. Even Cirrus aircraft that look pristine may trigger insurance scrutiny if maintenance records are incomplete or inspection intervals have been inconsistent. Insurers want predictability. An early SR-20 or SR-22 may be safe, but if the paperwork or evidence is incomplete, coverage is limited or refused. 8. Orphan aircraft, Rockwell Commander 112 of 114. The Commander series is respected among pilots, but the manufacturer is no longer actively supporting parts or service. Orphan aircraft carry higher claims risk. Even minor repairs may require months, expensive shipping, or custom engineering. For insurers, this is exposure they often won't accept. An aircraft may fly beautifully, but the ability to restore it after a claim becomes the defining factor in insurability. 9. Aircraft with engine conversions or non-standard powerplants. Diesel conversions, autofuel modifications, and aftermarket turbo systems are legal and sometimes well-engineered. But insurers see these as complications. If a loss occurs, responsibility may be disputed between engine suppliers, installers, and the airframe manufacturer. The result is a refusal to cover or premiums that make ownership impractical. In 2026, even a meticulously installed engine conversion may trigger coverage limitations. Insurers avoid uncertainty, not necessarily risk itself. 10. Early light jets with aging avionics, Citation I/2. Early Citation jets can still be airworthy, but insurers are becoming increasingly cautious. Aging avionics, limited parts availability, and stretched repair timelines make these aircraft less appealing to underwriters. While coverage is still possible, it often requires recent upgrades, comprehensive inspections, and an active, well-documented maintenance program. In today's market, airworthiness alone isn't enough. Insurers assess risk carefully, and older light jets without modern avionics or updated systems can be quietly sidelined in 2026. For owners, this means that even a technically sound airplane could face limited coverage options or higher premiums. Staying ahead requires understanding how insurers view these aircraft, investing in upgrades, and keeping meticulous records to ensure your jet remains both flyable and insurable. Why this matters? None of these aircraft are illegal. Most are perfectly safe. Some are beloved classics. But insurance is the gatekeeper. Without coverage, you cannot fly legally. Without a market to insure your airplane, ownership becomes a financial trap. Owners face 3 unpleasant realities. Quotes that are prohibitively expensive, deductibles that make claims impractical, policy non-renewals that leave them effectively grounded. Insurance decisions may feel arbitrary, but they're based on data. Historical claims, repair complexity, manufacturer support, and usage patterns all factor into the risk assessment. Patterns insurers are watching. Across the 10 blacklisted aircraft, the trends are clear. Aging complexity, pressurized cabins, turbo engines, or early composite structures, limited support, orphan airframes or aircraft with rare parts, high performance risk, aircraft capable of high speed or demanding handling, flown by low-time pilots, modification and conversion, non-standard engines or avionics, usage conflicts, personal versus commercial ambiguity. These factors don't make the airplanes unsafe. They make insurers cautious. And in 2026, caution translates into refusal or restrictive coverage. The danger isn't just buying an older airplane, it's buying one without understanding how insurers see it. These days, ownership isn't only about airworthiness. Insurability has become just as critical. Without proper coverage, even a perfectly maintained airplane is grounded before it ever leaves the hangar. The smartest owners in 2026 think about insurance before making a purchase. They research carriers, understand underwriting criteria, document every maintenance detail, and ensure full compliance with manufacturer and industry standards. Skipping this step isn't a minor oversight, it's a costly mistake. Failing to secure coverage doesn't just limit your flying, it can render your investment nearly worthless. Maintenance, fuel, and depreciation are all manageable. but discovering you own something no insurer will touch? That's the expensive lesson no pilot wants to learn. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe for more aviation insights before your next flight.